Hello everyone, welcome to the course of Internet of Things, in short IoT. In today's session, we are going to learn a new concept called machine to machine with respect to IoT patterns. So in order to understand the concept of machine to machine, we need to have or take an example of this particular block diagram. So if you observe the block diagram carefully, there are two devices interacting with each other with the help of MQTT broker. Okay. So if you see the block diagram, there are three segments where the first segment will be there is a light intensity sensor which detects the light connected to a controller board, and at the third end or the other end there is a controller board connected to the LEDs or the bulbs. So what's happening here? Based on the light intensity taken by the sensor, okay, and the stored in the cloud, based on that data, the LEDs will be or the bulbs will be on and off automatically. So two devices are communicating each other with the help of MQTT broker. So coming to the learning objectives here, so we need to read the data from the light sensor. So once the data is read from the light sensor, we need to publish the messages to the MQTT broker in order to control the lights. And we also need to subscribe to the Arduino to an MQTT broker. Okay, so these are the things to kept in mind or the objectives for designing this particular example. So coming to the light sensor device, so it's an IoT application with an Arduino device which just monitor the light brightness levels and publish the message when they are low. If the light is low, message should be published. Otherwise, it should not publish any kind of message. This is what we are going to see. And coming to the Arduino code, we have several header files or libraries like external libraries, internet connectivity, reading the sensor data, MQTT publish, standard function. All these commands or the functions should be considered for writing the code for this application. And coming to the external libraries, we have SPI.h, which is nothing but serial peripheral interface.h, Wi-Fi.h, and as we are using MQTT broker or protocol, we need to use pub sub client.h. Okay. And in order to read the sensor, if you see the code over here, so we have taken a light value variable and also we have taken a read sensor data function. Okay. So as the sensor here we are considering is an analog sensor. A0 is considered over here as an analog pin, and we are continuously reading the analog of sensor data, which is that those sensor value is given to the light value variable. Okay. Now what we are going to do is, so as once the board is connected and powered up, okay, if the light value is less than 500, we will be saying that, or we will be mentioning that publish sensor data as low, else it should publish sensor data as high. Okay, so these are some of the logics or the code we need to follow. And coming to the sensor standard functions, so we have two things, void setup and void loop. In the void setup, we have serial port initialization, like serial.begin with a baud rate of 9600 is considered. And in order to connect the internet, we are going for a function like connect to internet. Okay. Coming to the void loop. So void loop, uh, in order to read the sensor data, we are going for a function like read sensor data with some delay. All this coding, everything what you have seen till now is only the coding part of the first segment device. Now, and the other end of the segment, we have light controlling device, right? So for that, we need to write another code where it need to accept the signal from the cloud, and it need to react whether it need to turn the lights on or off using MQTT broker. So for this, again, we have set of commands or the functions. So let's see one by one. So what are the external libraries, internet connectivity, MQTT subscribe, how we are going to control the LED, standard functions, all those things we are going to see. So again, at the other end also, if you want to interface an LEDs or If you want to do some IoT application, again, you are going for an SPI.h, Wi-Fi.h, and MQTT publish subscribe client.h. Okay. And in order to control the LEDs, so LEDs here, we have taken one LED which is connected to the pin number 3. Okay. So we are taking the string action like based on the intensity of that particular sensor input taken, the LED should be on and off, right? So here, if action equal to on, okay? So if this is the command given, the LEDs will be, or the LED will be turned on. So how it turns on means digital write LED pin, we are making it high. Else it should be LED pin should be low. So this is how, using this particular logic, we are trying to do this one. Okay. So this is the third part or the third segment where the device is connected to an LED or bulbs. Okay. So this is the command. And coming to the standard function, obviously we are going for a void setup and void loop. As we need some serial communication part. Serial dot begin with baud rate of 9600 is considered. And if you want to, as it connected over internet, you need to use connect to internet function. And as we are connected bulb or an LED to that particular device, so pin mode LED pin is output device, right? So LED pin out is considered over here. And as we are taking this particular device as with from the MQTT broker connection, so you need to also have a comments with respect to the MQTT if publish subscribe client dot connect Arduino client. Okay, so if this is done, it need to print the connection of MQTT broker is successful. Otherwise, the connection to the MQTT broker is failed. We need to mention these functions. Okay. So the final product looks something like this. It's a serial monitor where you can see light sensor reading, what is the value, connecting to the MQTT broker. If it is successful, it shows MQTT broker is successful. Light level is high. If the brightness is high, it shows the light level is high. Or if the light level is low, it shows the light level is low. All this based on the value, it will be showing whether the light level is high or low. Okay. And you can see at the other end, like lights are on or off. Okay. So this is at the sensor end. Okay. This screen serial monitor, and this serial monitor is at the bulb or the LED end. Okay. This is how it shows.